If you are attempting to repair the DZ400 vacuum sealer, you are in the right place, because I'm going to show you how the motherboard or the circuit board of this device operates. So to make the story short, the way this controller board operates is basically it receives a signal into this connector. The signal is coming from the lead. So once the lead is closed, basically you've placed your item and you are ready to seal after setting up the settings. Then once you close the lead, you receive a signal, and that signal then triggers this optocoupler, which in turn send a signal to the PIC microcontroller here. Now this PIC microcontroller will then control one of these two relay drivers. So these are the ULN2003 relay drivers. So basically then the relay drivers will then send a signal to these big relays here. So these three relays, they're basically controlling the giant transformer inside the vacuum sealer, and that transformer is there to control the temperatures when you try to seal. Okay, and you've got another relay, the one that is actually disconnected, that was suspected of faulty. So this relay is here to control another auxiliary contactor that is used to run the motor. So once this relay receive a signal also coming from these relay drivers here, and the signal is then sent into the auxiliary contactor to start the motor, and that's also part of the vacuum process. So to start testing this controller board, I took a transformer which have an output of 12 volt and 28 volt AC, which is the right voltages that I also need for this input connector here, because here I've got two voltage regulators. I think I've got a 12 and a 5 volt. That basically the 12 is running these relays here, and the 5 volt is for the microcontroller here, the PIC microcontroller, and the EEPROM here to save the memory, right? And I've got these transistors that are basically to drive the contactors for the vacuums. Now, I haven't gotten to that part of the circuit just yet. Just to emulate the closing of the lead, I've took a switch here. Okay, then I've decided to basically just feed this switch onto the input here.